Once upon a time, in a quiet meadow filled with sweet clover, lived a small lamb named Barnaby. Barnaby had soft, curly wool that felt just like a fluffy cloud, and tiny ears that twitched whenever a gentle breeze brushed past. As the evening sun began to dip below the velvety hills, Barnaby curled his tiny hooves beneath him. The sky above was turning into a warm shade of lavender, and the sleepy little lamb knew that bedtime was near. He took a long, cozy breath of sweet night air, and the silver moon whispered, "Time to dream, little one." High above the peaceful meadow, the dusk sky softened into an ocean of quiet pastel hues. Deep purples, soft pinks, and warm golden tones blended together like watercolor paints on a canvas. Giant, puffy clouds drifted through the vast expanse, moving slowly as if they too were ready for a peaceful night of rest. A delicate veil of stardust began to shimmer around the edges of every cloud, lighting up the tranquil heavens. Everything was still, silent, and wonderfully serene, as the silver moon whispered, "Time to dream, little one." Barnaby nestled deeper into his cozy bed of clover, resting his sleepy little chin on his soft front paws. His belly was full of sweet grass, and his heart was full of calm, peaceful joy. But Barnaby was not quite asleep yet, for his bright eyes were still watching the sky. "I think I will count the night clouds," Barnaby murmured softly to himself with a tiny, sleepy yawn. 1 cloud, 2 clouds, 3 clouds. He closed his eyes halfway, feeling warmer and safer with every breath he took. The very first cloud Barnaby counted was as white as warm milk and shaped like a gentle, giant mountain of sweet whipped cream. It drifted lazily across the sky, gliding past glowing stars that winked like tiny silver lanterns. Below, the night grass bowed softly to the wind, whispering quiet lullabies to the sleeping flowers. The cloud moved so slowly and peacefully that just watching it made Barnaby's little tail give a slow, soft wag. The sky was a sweet sanctuary of warmth, as the silver moon whispered, "Time to dream, little one." Cloud number 2, Barnaby hummed softly, as a tiny, friendly firefly fluttered down from the shadows. The little firefly hovered gently in the cool air before landing right on Barnaby's fuzzy black nose, glowing with a bright, soothing golden warmth. Barnaby smiled, his dark eyes sparkling gently in the firefly's gentle glow. The cloud above looked like a huge, comfortable feather pillow, floating across the starlit sky to make a cozy bed for the night. Barnaby felt a sweet wave of tiredness wash over his fluffy woolly coat. High above the gently slumbering earth, cloud number 3 drifted with delicate grace. It was stretched out long and sleek, looking remarkably like a magnificent swan floating upon a silent, midnight lake. Stardust washed over its edges in shimmering ripples of white and silver light. A soft evening breeze rustled the willow leaves near the stream, making a rhythmic sound like a delicate song of rest. The quiet atmosphere was steeped in magic, wrapping the entire world in peace, as the silver moon whispered, "Time to dream, little one." Barnaby let out a long, cozy sigh and stretched his tiny legs out into the warm, scented clover. He looked up with droopy, sleepy eyes to find cloud number 4. This cloud was big and fluffy, spreading out like a giant, soft quilt floating over the quiet countryside. It seemed to tuck the sleeping trees and gentle rolling hills into bed for the night. Barnaby felt his eyelids growing very heavy now. He snuggled deeper into his cozy spot, feeling as light and comfortable as a cloud himself. The night grew even quieter now, as a gentle blanket of deep sapphire blue filled every corner of the sky. The stars glowed with a warm, steady light, watching over the world like kind and loving guardians. The four clouds floated together, forming a magnificent castle of soft foam in the sky where sweet dreams were born. Everything in nature was settling down for a long, beautiful slumber, suspended in cozy twilight, as the silver moon whispered, "Time to dream, little one." Cloud, number 5. Barnaby whispered, but his voice was just a soft little murmur now. He tried to look up at the next cloud, but his heavy eyelids gently closed, fluttered open for just a tiny second, and then slowly drifted shut once more. His breathing became long, slow, and rhythmic, soft like the purr of a gentle breeze through the night grass. He didn't need to count any higher, because his mind was already filled with cozy, sweet imagery of glowing stars and marshmallow sky drifts. Fast asleep at last, little Barnaby slept peacefully beneath the twinkling sky, wrapped in his own woolly warmth and surrounded by the sweet scent of night clover. In his lovely dreams, he danced across clouds of cotton candy, leaping gently from one soft moonbeam to another. The entire world was quiet, safe, and filled with deep, cozy love. Rest well, sweet little lamb, and sleep tight under the starry skies, as the silver moon whispered, "Time to dream, little one." The stars are watching over you now. Subscribe so you don't miss the next story. Good night, sleep tight.